Hello to you, my Facebook community. I am Courtney Harris, and my business is called Courtney Harris Coaching, and I am a child-centered and teen life coach. So in this work, I support children, teens and tweens who are facing anxiety, and this can be general anxiety that is causing them to feel overwhelmed with their social life, their family life, and their academic. Oh, sorry, I guess I was losing my connection. So I'm just introducing myself. So I'm Courtney Harris, and I do one-on-one coaching with teens and tweens. And I primarily work with teens and tweens that are facing anxiety. So in the midst of all of the pressures that we have between our academic life, our family life, our social life, it's very easy to become overwhelmed or anxious for our teens these days. And so I provide support that helps them to develop a greater sense of self-love and self-expression in a way that is truly authentic and intentional for them. And throughout this process, I also support parents and connect with their parents to integrate the skills that we're talking about and to ensure that the parents' needs are being met as well. So today I'm giving a training on accountability partners for parents. And this is a training that has come from some of my own success. So I am a person that has been, I love a to-do list. I love planning and organization. And I recently, starting in the fall of 2016, started using bullet journaling as a way to time manage and to also keep track of everything I have going on. And that has been an immense tool for me. It's been super helpful. I've made big gains on staying organized, not dropping any balls, making sure that I'm showing up, and also doing that prioritization, deciding what is my number one task that I need to accomplish for the day, and how I'll delegate my time during the day in order to be most efficient. So in the midst of all of this, I have noticed that I've continued to face overwhelm. So I've continued to feel like I'm not doing enough. I've continued to feel like I am not appreciating myself, or that others are not appreciating the hard work that I'm putting in. I have noticed that I have felt just this general sense of like not doing enough, right? I always want to do more, or I always think that I haven't accomplished what I set out to. And so in these past couple of months, through the help of my own business coach, I was matched up, or I made a match with an accountability partner. And this person and I have been able to create a system that has helped me feel so much more freedom and so much more recognition. So if you are a parent that is facing overwhelm with all of the tasks that you have to do, perhaps you're managing multiple schedules with multiple children, perhaps you are managing schedules with a partner, or perhaps you're managing it alone. Maybe your family is in two different homes, and so you're managing the complex scheduling that happens between parents that are co-parenting. And maybe you're just feeling not underappreciated. Maybe you're doing so much and not feeling like you're getting much back or getting any affirmation from all of the work that you do for your family and for yourself. And so if you are feeling these things, then an accountability partner is a great fit for you right now. So all you need in order to engage with an accountability partner is 20 minutes each week. And this will be on one call, a Skype call, or a phone call that will be decided between you and your partner. And during this time, it's not about coaching one another or giving advice. It's not even necessarily about empathetic listening, although of course that's a beautiful part of it. It's truly about the self part. So as I prepare to talk with my accountability partner each week, I answer 4 questions. So those 4 questions are: what I accomplished last week, or I guess it's not a question, it's a prompt. So what I accomplished last week, what I didn't do last week, excuse me, resources or support that I need, and what I will do this week. So using these 4 prompts, I generate as many ideas as I can. And sometimes I look back at my calendar, I look back in my notebook, I'll look back in my emails just to make sure that I'm taking note of all of the things that I did. But usually I just go whatever comes to me, and I trust that intuitively. And after I do this reflection by myself, which usually takes about 10 minutes, Then I'll get on the call with my accountability partner. We talk at 9 o'clock a.m. every Monday morning. And when we're talking, we just go back and forth. So for me, it feels a little bit too much like a monologue if I'm going to go through steps 1 through 4 and have her listen to all of that. So I'll do step 1, she does step 1, then we go on to step 2, 3, and 4. And at the end, if one of us might have a small suggestion, or we might have a resource or a tool that our partner is looking for, we can ask them, would you like my advice, or would you like to hear about a tool that I know of? And so in that way, it's not about coaching one another. It's not about spouting out your advice. It is more about just listening and really giving your partner the space to express themselves and to take stock of their previous week and to make plans and goals for their upcoming week. So as you can see, this definitely requires metacognition, right? Thinking about our own thinking. So we have to stop and think about the ways that we've been thinking, the ways that we've been working in the world in the past week, and the ways that we want to continue working in the world in the following week. So we use this time to self-reflect, and it's truly on us, right? It's not that other person asking us these questions or these prompts. It's ourselves. So we are holding ourselves accountable. But when we have this structure in place with our partner, we have that extra layer of accountability. So we ensure that we are taking the time for ourselves to reflect, and we're supporting our partner in giving them the time that they need to self-reflect. So the way that this can work for parents, again, I have heard from so many parents that they're feeling underappreciated, overwhelmed, stressed out, too busy. And so this system, 20 minutes each week, can help you to feel more centered, to give yourself the credit that you deserve, and to make very clear plans for your upcoming week. So for example, with my accountability partner, I work really hard to use measurable goals. So I might say something like, I will go to 3 yoga classes this week. I will cook 4 dinners at home this week. So I actually use measurable numbers that I can come back to and check in with myself to see how I'm doing during the week. So am I on track to meet this goal? And so one thing that I wanted to make sure that we address in this process is that the work that it requires to do the self-reflection and to set these goals is challenging. So at first, I mean, of course, we've all probably set many goals for ourselves. Maybe at the beginning of the year, we set a resolution or a goal in our workplaces. We might set goals, annual goals, quarterly goals. But with our family, this might be a little bit new for us. It might be a bit uncomfortable. And we're going to do our best to be as clear as we can, and we'll adjust as it goes. So if I say I'm going to cook 4 dinners at home, but I find that to be impossible, that's okay. I can be at peace with that. I can accept that. And then moving forward the next week, I might change the goal to maybe cooking dinner 3 times that week. Or this might give me information that I need to ask for help. Maybe I have a partner that I can ask for help in cooking one of the dinners. Or I can ask one of my teens or my children to help with part of the cooking process. So there's many ways that this tool can influence our routines in our daily and our weekly lives. And I'm really excited about how that can emerge for you all and how you can find this tool useful. The things that I've heard parents most often talk about is that they are stuck in mundane tasks at home, from laundry to cooking to food prep to helping with schoolwork to working on bedtime routines, baths. All of those things take a tremendous amount of time. And so it's important that you can validate yourself for all of those things that you're doing and that you can set goals surrounding them. And remember, as I mentioned, the goals can be a goal to ask for help in some of these tasks that you're doing. So you might actually recognize that you are working so hard around the clock and that one of your goals is going to be to ask a partner or ask a friend for help in one of the specific tasks that you recognize is taking up a lot of your time. You also might learn to say no to some tasks. Of course, that can't be the food or the bedtime or the laundry, but it might be that you take out a specific activity that you typically go to with your child. That might not make the schedule this week or this month or this season. So I invite you to do this practice, accountability partners, with a partner that we'll find through the group. And I invite you to take on this journey as a way to feel more fulfilled, more centered, more organized. And let's see, I'm looking at my notes to make sure I covered everything. Yeah, so I'm really excited about this, and I know that I've heard these needs over and over again. And I know it might sound silly to be actually writing out what goes on in your home and family life and setting goals around those and acknowledging yourself, but that's the only way that we're going to create new patterns and new mindsets. So if we just keep feeling stuck in the trenches and stuck in the exhaustion and the overwhelm, things won't change, right? Our outer world reflects what's in our inner world. So if we're experiencing that overwhelm and anxiety, frustration, maybe even resentment, that's going to be what continues to appear and manifest on our outside world. So the tasks are going to feel busy. They are going to feel treacherous. And so this is a great opportunity for you to step into your power, to start setting boundaries, and to begin to feel a greater sense of peace and accomplishment in what you're doing in your life. So how do we get started? I appreciate you tuning in and listening to this training. It will be recorded for those of you that have missed it or are just jumping on. And so I'd like you to comment below if you're interested in getting matched with an accountability partner or matching with an accountability partner. You will be matched with someone else that is a parent. So comment below if you're interested, and then also please add the number one reason why you believe that having an accountability partner would support you in your life right now. So I can't wait to hear from you. I can't wait to see you all get matched up and to incorporate this new tool for freedom and for self-recognition and self-appreciation in your lives. So comment below and I'll talk to you all soon. Oh, and of course, if you have questions, comment below with your questions, and I cannot wait to hear from you.